I'm waiting for this coffee to cool down, but it's hotter than molasses. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that should be good. Oh, I spilled everywhere. In the last video, I talked about why I chose swing trading and how I'd use it in consolidation wedge pattern. Considering the big news that came out last week, I figured I'd put my 2 cents in on it, too. Welcome back, YouTube, to my channel. I'm Sean. I make videos about the stock market sometimes, and I've thought long and hard about how I was going to record this, and I hope you enjoy this new recording method. I am screen recording rather than using my phone to record the screen. So you won't see a glare, and that's a good thing. But I also was going to record with my face, and I just decided that there was no good way to actually record this type of video. So I just want to point out right here in the beginning of the video that I really don't do anything on the screen. So if you guys want to just, let my video play, you go ahead, just set down a phone, listen to me talk, because this is more of a scripted video than it is with me showing you something on the screen. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. So today we're going to be talking about Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, and Charles Schwab, and how TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab are cutting down to 0 commissions and options down to 65 cents per contract. Let's get into it. All right. Oh, also, I'd like to make it very clear, I'm not an expert nor a licensed financial advisor. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So, if you haven't heard, and you're not like me, making a video a week late, both Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade have cut off trading fees for stocks and ETFs for companies in the U.S. and brought down commission fees for options down to 65 cents per contract, like I already said. Charles Schwab was actually the first out of the two to announce the 0 commissions, but it was actually TD Ameritrade who made it happen first as of Thursday, October 3rd. Today it is Thursday, October 10th. It's 7 days later. So I know a lot of finance and stock market channels have made a video on this topic, but the reason I brought it up for discussion is because out of all the past trading groups I've been part of and all the groups I'm part of right now, around roughly 60 to 75% of traders in those groups do something very similar. They used to all use TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim for charting and looking up actual stocks and doing technical analysis on their platform. But then they would use Robinhood for the actual purchase of a stock, an ETF, a option contract. But now that the two most popular brokerages, who arguably have the best trading softwares, have gone to 0 commissions, there's almost no reason for anyone to still be using Robinhood, right? So I've thought about it for a while, and I've had an account with TD Ameritrade for almost 2 years now. And I used to use the two platforms like that. I would look up stocks on TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, and then I'd buy stocks on Robinhood because they had 0 commissions. I'm a smaller account. I really can't afford, with the style I do, you're only right about 10 to 20% of the time. I can't really afford taking commissions on top of that with a smaller account. And now that this new announcement has come out, I know I'll be depositing some money into my TD Ameritrade account in the upcoming weeks. With all this being said, this leads to my main question of the video. Is this the end of Robinhood? So sure, there will be people leaving Robinhood forever. That's a given. But there'll also be a bunch of people who leave their money in Robinhood either by forgetting about it being there or just by being a casual investor. But I think if you're serious about investing and serious about making trading a career, then wouldn't you want the best price available for a specific stock that you want? Especially if you're a day trader. I mean, every penny counts in those styles of trading. Robinhood has wider spreads when you go to purchase, so you won't always get the same price that you would hope for when you did your technical analysis. Another reason people may not switch away from Robinhood is that generally, all the traders I know personally and all the traders that I've met online are under the PDT rule. Now, you might be asking yourself, Sean, what is the PDT rule? PDT stands for Pattern Day Trader, and that is a rule set in place for people whose portfolios are valued under $25,000, giving them only 3 day trades per 5 days And most people who are affected by this rule always complain that is stopping them from progressing and growing their accounts, when in actuality it's there to do the exact opposite. Since their account is considered small, it's only fair to assume that the investor is relatively new to the stock market, which by implementing this rule will help minimize the investor's risk by only allowing them 3-day trades per 5 days. You might be wondering why I brought this up. Like I said, most people I know are under the PDT rule, and that rule stands whether you're an investor in Robinhood or TD Ameritrade or even Charles Schwab. I thought a lot about what I'm going to do with my Robinhood account, and I think I've decided that since I already have long-term positions in play, I'll be keeping those active. And while keeping those active, I think I'll use my Robinhood account for dividend-paying stocks. And this is something I've been wanting to get into for some time now, and I think this is a great time to get into it, considering the situation that has been provided to us. For those of you who do not know, dividend-paying stocks and dividend investing involves buying shares of companies that pay good quality dividends and sitting back and watching the money flow into your brokerage account, potentially helping you live off your passive income. Now, that's how thebalance.com would describe dividend investing, but for me, I don't know if I'd be living off the dividends. And I live a pretty passive life anyways. I think I would rather reinvest the money I get from the dividends and either go and buy more shares of that specific stock or invest into a different one or put it into my swing trading account. Any of those options, they're all good. I feel like this is a good way to use your Robinhood account if you choose to leave and go to TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab, but don't end up actually deleting or canceling or deactivating your account with Robinhood. You can separate your swing trading and day trading positions apart from long-term investments, so neither of the two affect your P&L on the day of one another. Overall, I do not think this will be the end of Robinhood. I think Robinhood is too user-friendly that they would really, really, really have to mess up to completely lose their whole fan base. I think the fact that the big platforms like TD Ameritrade and Charles Schwab, the fact that they're becoming so competitive to Robinhood can only mean that the consumer, the investor, will be getting more for less. It can only improve the customer's experience. And that's why I'm so excited about all this news that it came out last week. In the end, Robinhood, Ameritrade, Schwab, they all have their ups and downs. And they all pretty much have the same cost now in one way or the other. And now they're all on even playing ground. So I don't think you can go wrong by choosing one or the other anymore. It's really up to the investor and the style that they wish to continue with. Well, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know, like I said in the beginning, I'm a week late and $1 short, but I thought I'd still give my 2 cents on the topic. I hope you like the new filming method with the screen and the microphone. Starting to figure out this whole YouTube thing, so that's going to be it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.